Hello guys, welcome back to another video. This time we're doing the annual, or monthly I would say, Biden versus Trump prediction for the month of October. So let's get right into this. Let's just do the safe blue states and the safe red states that are really, I consider safe anything over 10%. So they're going to win it by over 10, so it's not even going to be possible to flip. And then likely I consider 5% to 9.9%, stuff like that. So let me just fill in these. Alaska, I think it's barely going to be safe. Alaska is really trending Democratic. It currently has a House Democrat as the House at Large seat she's serving, Mary Patola, and it looks like she's probably going to hold her House seat narrowly in the 2022 midterm elections because both the Republicans hate each other, so they're going to be pretty much depressing the chance of a Republican winning in the ranked choice voting in Alaska. I think I did all the safe states. Well, actually, Colorado, I think, will be probably an 11% Biden victory. So I do think Biden's going to carry the state by a lot. And Colorado's trending left, so this state's out of the realm of possibility for any Republican to flip at this point. It's very Democratic now, and I don't think Republicans ever going to really flip it again in a while. Definitely not for presidential election contest, but maybe for like Senate and governor. It's still possible. Iowa. Trump's very popular in Iowa, and Biden's very unpopular here. He has a very low approval rating. Plus, the polling organization Seltzer did a poll in Iowa, and it showed that Trump was winning by an 11% margin, so I don't think the state's going to be that competitive. I'm just going to ignore the phone ring in the background. So I think Ohio would definitely probably be a likely state. Probably Trump would win it by 8 to 9 percentage points. It could go to easily over 10%. I've seen some polls that said that. But I think Biden's approval rating rebounded a bit from where it was in the past. So I think he could get that margin down here. In Texas, it's not going to be a swing state in the 2024 election. I mean, people are thinking it could be, but I don't see it. I think Trump will carry it by 5 or 6% against Joe Biden. Still decently close to going to lean, but not quite. Florida, I used to have it as likely in a few of my predictions. Now I think it's a lean state because Biden's approval has significantly rebounded. It's in the low 40s or mid 40s, around there, like 42 to 45% range. So Biden could keep it down to a lean margin, but Trump will win the state by like 4 points or 3 points against Biden. North Carolina, probably like a 2% Trump victory, I would say. It will move a little bit more to the right in the 2024 election just based off of Biden's approval ratings, but still he is holding it below likely. Virginia and New Mexico, I consider these states relatively Democratic states. They're traditionally Democratic, so Biden will do decent in them. However, Biden's victory of 10% will go down to 8% in Virginia, and New Mexico, his 11% victory will definitely go down to 8 or 9%, because Latinos are shifting more and more to the Republican Party, bit by bit. Let's see here. Let's do Arizona and Nevada. Nevada, I think, will tilt Republican just because of the way Latino voters are shifting. And Arizona, I go back and forth on this state every video. Last video I had it tilt Biden, but I think it'll tilt towards Trump just narrowly. I mean, we are seeing Carrie Lake, who is pretty much a huge Trump supporter. She's doing pretty good in the governor's race, holding it. It's like a toss-up, but I think it leans towards Carrie Lake by a bit. So one of Trump's candidates is doing well in Arizona. Blake Masters, not so much. He's up against a really strong incumbent, which I'm not sure Biden's really not that strong of an incumbent. So that's not a fair comparison to compare those two. So I do think Trump will be able to edge out Biden just because of Biden's approval ratings in this state are pretty negative, like -10, -8, around there. Which state should we go to next? We could do Nebraska second. I think Biden will still carry this district by about a lean margin. New Hampshire, the polling there so far shows Biden with the likely lead, like 7 points, against Trump, because Trump's pretty hated in the state of New Hampshire for calling it a drug-infested den and for other issues, which, like, socially, New Hampshire is a very socially liberal state, and Trump is not that socially liberal, so that's definitely going to hurt him there. In Maine, I think Biden will probably carry it by a likely margin. His approval rating is actually slightly positive in this state, which is interesting. Maine's second would, however, would be about a likely red, I would say, for Trump and the Rust Belt states. Minnesota, I think Biden will win by about 6%, while the Rust Belt, the rest are going to be very, very close. Wisconsin, I see, is leaning Republican, same with Pennsylvania. Trump still didn't lose his appeal among populist voters here, and with Biden's slightly negative approval ratings in the Rust Belt, Trump will have the advantage here. That's what the polling shows. However, in Michigan, I do think this is one state Biden will be able to win against Donald Trump in the Rust Belt, just because of Detroit turnout. And lastly, the state of Georgia, I think Trump will be able to narrowly flip the state against Joe Biden, thus ensuring that Trump gets another term as president, which is non-consecutive terms, which is the first time that'll ever happen since Grover Cleveland. So let me know what you think of this video in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.